Straight ahead on CitySpan, we're going to try and warm things up for you. Already talking summer, the Summer 500 that is. We've kicked off the mission and we'll give you all the details. Plus, the opening is near. Splost, Dollars at Work. It's the Savannah Cultural Arts Center, and it's an eye-opening facility for our citizens to enjoy. Neighborhood revitalization, one step at a time. We go door to door showing you how and why our code enforcement department is hard at work building neighborhood pride. Here's one lady that spent decades building neighborhood pride on the South Side. Now she's on record for all to see. Stroll with us down Haberman Way. It's a sensitive show where we are gathering data to help keep you safe in a major weather event. General Oglethorpe would be proud because CitySpan has all the news about our city. CitySpan starts right now. Hey folks, thanks for joining us on Savannah's source for news, information, education, and entertainment, CitySpan, right here on SGTV. I'm your host, Ken Slatz. We're going to start with a warming up in this cool February air. Let's talk summer, or more specifically, the Summer 500. It's a job internship program offered through the city of Savannah.
It was a great experience because I was surrounded by many young people that had the same work ethic as mine.
That's Kristen Simmons going through the Summer 500 last year. She spent her time at St. Joseph's Candler. Simmons is now a senior at Savannah Early College with job experience under her belt. Not only real-time job experience, but also life skills taught within the program. It's the fourth year, with the long-term goal of economic strength and poverty reduction in Savannah.
This doesn't mean this is a job they're going to do the rest of their life. What we're doing here is giving them an opportunity to work. We want kids to learn what it means to work. And it's the attitude that you take to that job that makes all the difference in the world.
This is an opportunity for us to work with our business partners, our municipal leaders and others in our community to create that first opportunity where the young people are shepherded through the process from applying to actually interviewing and then being assigned to a position that, as the mayor indicated, may not be what they want to do forever, but it is an opportunity to get those skills under their belt.
So we're very happy to see a program like this, especially with statistical data that shows that the program continues to be successful. And we look forward to seeing another successful summer program that hopefully will also translate into a reduced level of crime, especially involving our young people in our community.
So if you are an interested business or a student 16 years or older in high school, head on over to savannahga.gov/summer500 for much more information on the 2019 Summer 500 program. We are nearing the opening of the Savannah Cultural Arts Center. It is a $24 million project, which nearly quadruples in size and space the previous facility on Henry Street. Architect Patrick Shea took our mayor and council on a tour, and we tagged along.
This is a game changer.
Along with Alderman Johnson, other council members also called this project a game changer. 39,000 square feet, all dedicated to the arts.
We have a responsibility as a village to be able to develop and cultivate the skills of our young people. And so in a variety of ways, in the performing and in the craft arts, they have an ability to be able to do that.
You see people here that are working on metals and glass and making jewelry and so forth.
A lot of kids don't get that opportunity. They're going to have that opportunity with this program here that it'll be second to none, and they'll come here and develop, and it might be the person that teaches your child how to dance.
Speaking of dance, the Savannah Cultural Arts Center includes a 464-seat performing arts theater.
Giant projection screen that comes down here.
That's in addition to a smaller black box theater. 5 studio classrooms, gallery space, concessions, a set workshop, dressing rooms, and offices.
As an educational venue, an enrichment venue, an entertainment venue, it offers all of that to our public. So children, adults, all of us can enjoy the Savannah Cultural Arts Center.
We're moving to a point where mediocre is not okay when it comes to public facilities anymore. We're really saying symbolically that our young people deserve a place to grow their minds, to grow their hearts, to expand their talents. Everybody's not athletes, and this is a public space in which they can grow their craft, learn their craft, and then show their craft.
A Class A facility, one they can be proud of, one they can talk about coming from, and people can look back at and realize how important this facility is as far as a landmark of the city of Savannah, appreciating the citizens we have here and making sure everybody has an opportunity to participate in these facilities.
After waiting for several months for certification completion, Roy Minter is now officially our chief, having completed all the steps here in the state of Georgia.
I, Roy Minter,
I, Roy Minter,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
and laws of Georgia.
and laws of Georgia.
Congratulations.
After a national search, Chief Minter is the community policing leader the city sought. He brings those qualities, he brings that philosophy, and he brings an engaging attitude to make Savannah a safe and enjoyable place to live, work, and play. And he comes to Savannah after having 35 years of public safety experience.
When I took this job, I made it very clear to have 3 goals in place for the Savannah Police Department: to reduce crime and the fear of crime, to create and maintain relationships, and to operate the department with maximum efficiency. We have 3 very important focus areas that we will continue to concentrate on, and those are gangs, guns, and drugs.
He is going to be a great asset to our community. If there's ever going to be an opportunity to do community-based policing, this is our opportunity, because he is engaging, he engages the community, he engages us on city council and the mayor, so that I feel like he will be the bridge between us and the citizens.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have no doubt that Chief Roy Minter will serve this community, our city, and our police department with honor and distinction, as he has done elsewhere throughout his career.
Minter is already making an impact on community policing, having attended dozens and dozens of community events. Welcome to Savannah, Chief Minter. The city of Savannah is cracking down on illegal parking, whether it's an abandoned or derelict vehicle or parked on the lawn. It's all part of a master plan to help with one of council's top priorities, neighborhood revitalization.
It's to clean up the neighborhoods, it's to beautify Savannah in general.
Officer Daryl Norman is with Savannah's Code Compliance Department, hitting the streets for the good of the city.
Okay, once again, we have some illegal yard parking going on right over here, and people want their property to be valued, you know, so it's an eyesore, it's blight for the city, no matter how you look at it. So it's just a lot of people have pride in their neighborhoods, and they're tired of these derelict vehicles being all over the place. I see 2 vehicles that appear to be derelict. Exactly, no tag on this vehicle, which automatically makes it a derelict vehicle. I'm with the City of Savannah's Code Compliance Department. Vehicles that are derelict, even if they're on private property like this one, will be towed after 3 days. So once she posted on the vehicle, it was in compliance. She had a second vehicle that had 2 flat tires, which is also a part of being derelict, and it had no registration as well. So she did not have a tag for that vehicle, so it was tagged. My next move is to turn her over to a tow company, and they will be coming out in a matter of days and towing the vehicle.
Officers in code compliance are focused on neighborhood revitalization, one of the city's strategic initiatives. They enforce housing code, sanitation code, zoning code, and property maintenance code, all to provide a safe, clean, and healthy environment.
So a lot of times when they see us coming, they think we're the bad guys and we just want to write ticket, but that's not true. We do a lot of educating day to day within our jobs, and we want the citizens to know that we are on their side. We're not against them, but we do want them to come into compliance. What we have right here is illegal yard parking. As you see, the car is diagonal in the yard. instead of parallel. The main thing that I like about my job is because I get to see the fruits of my labor. Sometimes it may take a week, 2 weeks, sometimes it may take a month or more. But when I go back to these properties and I talk with these residents, and they eventually see that what I'm trying to do is for the good of all, and I'm not just picking on a particular segment of the population. It's everyone in all the neighborhood has to comply. Every day when you get up and come to work, that you're making a difference, you know. Because if you keep going down those same streets and you don't see any improvement, then you feel like you're beating a dead horse. But when you see people coming into compliance, I think everyone in my office, I can speak for, we're extremely happy to see that.
You should also be checking your latest utility bill. Either you've received it or it is coming. There will be a full insert with lots of information regarding the city's fight against blight, all part of neighborhood revitalization. All right, still to come on CitySpan, abstracts and animals. There's an exhibit you might want to check out. We will tell you where and when you can. Plus, Georgia Tech has partnered up with the city. Sea level sensors. They are around town to prepare Savannah for safety in the event of a major hurricane. But straight ahead, a stroll through Parkside, Edgemere, Sackville, Cloverdale, and Windsor Forest. It is a sign of the times. We'll be right back on CitySpan.
Who wants to be just good? We're set to be great. It's the 2019 Great Savannah Litter Pickup Day, and we want you to join us. All neighborhoods, all community and civic organizations. Be great with us Saturday, March 2nd. It's our collective effort to keep Savannah beautiful, and neighborhood revitalization is at the top of the list. Take the lead on the fight against litter and do it now. Help us lead up to the 2019 Great Savannah Litter Pickup Day. Carlos can answer all your questions and get you and your group organized. Shoot her an email, cbates@savannahga.gov, or give her a call, 912-651-6703. Whether you adopt a spot or join our team, you'll be a part of keeping Savannah beautiful.
Welcome back to CitySpan, your source for news and information in and about the city of Savannah. Be sure to check out savannahga.gov. That's our website filled with information.
1, 2, 3.
So it wasn't the prettiest of days on Savannah's south side, but what a wonderful tribute we now have at the corner of Windsor and White Bluff. It's now an area honoring longtime Neighborhood Association President Jackie Haberman. Yep, it's Jackie Haberman Way, from the corner over to Juniper Circle on Windsor Road. It's a street designation for a lady who's made a significant contribution to the city. She's been the Windsor Forest Neighborhood Association President since 1997. She served on the Garden Club Board, the Keep Savannah Beautiful Board, and the Savannah Cultural Affairs Commission. On this special day, Mrs. Haberman was surrounded by lots of family and friends, several making the trek from out of town.
I can't believe this is all happening, all of you here. And I'm trying hard not to cry because for the first time in a while, my 3 sons are together.
Jackie has opened her doors for everyone in this community. She is the epitome of what leadership should be about in a community.
20 years ago, when I started this journey out here with City Council, the first person that I met was Jackie Haberman. There is no greater person in the world than I have ever worked with, worked for, and been associated with than that lady standing right there. And I will never, ever forget the things that she has done for us.
That stretch of Windsor Road will be designated as an honorary name for the next 5 years. It's a new way the city has adopted a plan to honor our local citizens like Jackie Haberman, who have gone well above and beyond. Cut it.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you. Bring your grandchildren, great-grandchildren.
Neighborhood revitalization on Savannah's west side in Cloverdale. It's the replacement of dilapidated playground equipment and the resurfacing of this basketball court, along with new hoops, rims, and nets. a SPLOST 6 project in District 1. Cloverdale Park is adjacent to the Forest City Library and is close to Carver Village and Laurel Grove.
We say so much about our young people having quality things to do and our young people having the facilities in which to make it happen. And today is the unveiling of some of that, over $80,000 in improvements, most of it from SPLOST.
As I travel across the city from the north to the south, east, to west, we see projects such as these where your penny is at work.
The other advantage of the playground is with the library here, parents can bring the kids out, let them play, and once they get tired, they can take them in to the library for some reading and maybe use of the computer.
Again, the project was just a little more than $80,000, with nearly 55 of that coming from SPLOST.
2, 3.
It was double the fun in the Edgemere-Sackville neighborhood, one new sign with two separate sides. Edgemere gets the south-facing side, and Sackville you'll see from the north. Again, that is all a small part of the Special Purpose Local Option Sales Tax, or SPLOST, but it has big rewards. Neighborhood revitalization on Waters Avenue and the intersection of East 54th Street.
2, 3.
All cheers in the Parkwood neighborhood. Mayor Deloach and city residents joining Alderman John Hall off Skidaway Road next to Savannah State University to unveil a new sign, another SPLOST sign to help improve neighborhood revitalization.
As I said before, neighborhood revitalization we take seriously. All our staff, police officers, every department in this city is on board with what we are trying to do.
As a community, I am really grateful that I have a great community to represent. A lot of them doesn't like to show up, and I didn't expect this, because what we do is try to keep our community together, and it's out of love.
These two specific signs, designed by the company Sign Design, are repurposed brick structures installed by our capital projects team, and most importantly, a renewed display of neighborhood pride. In the words of Benjamin Franklin, nothing can be said to be certain except for death and taxes. Well, apparently Ben didn't know about another certainty called VITA, the Volunteer Income Tax Assistance Program. Thanks to this service provided by the Neighborhood Improvement Association, getting your taxes done can be relatively painless and, more importantly, free. Richard Reeve has all the details in this month's Bank on This.
Need help preparing your taxes this year? Then you're in luck. You can prepare and file your taxes for free and with ease using the Volunteer Income Tax Assistance Program, or VITA for short. The Neighborhood Improvement Association works with the IRS and other community partners to offer these safe and reliable services to the public at no charge. With VITA, you can keep all of your refund and get it fast and free. VITA tax preparers are IRS trained and certified to prepare federal and state income tax returns. All returns are double checked for quality assurance. Because of rigorous training and certification each year, every VITA preparer is knowledgeable of current laws and regulations. From January to mid-April, VITA sites can be found throughout our community at more than 10 different locations. There are also mobile locations and drop-off services during this time of year. VITA preparers at Neighborhood Improvement Association are able to prepare current and previous year returns for up to the last 3 years. VITA is completely free of charge. You can save hundreds of dollars by taking advantage of the VITA program services. Bring your bank account information and use direct deposit to get your refund faster. You can also split your refund into 3 separate bank accounts to help you save some and spend some. If you or anyone you know is interested in free tax preparation services or becoming a volunteer to help others who could use tax help, visit niacdc.org to learn more. The Neighborhood Improvement Association is also available to answer any questions. You can call them at 912-447-5577. You can even file your own taxes online at no charge. If you're interested, visit myfreetaxes.com to learn more. Using VITA to file your taxes can save you time and money. Until next time, I'm Richard Reeve, and you can bank on this.
Thank you very much, Richard. Time to step aside one more time. We still have abstracts and animals to chat about, and a national appointment for one of our aldermen. Straight ahead is a unique partnership with Georgia Tech, sea level sensors in the spotlight. As we head to break, check out some of the sights and sounds from this year's Georgia Day Parade.
Happy Georgia Day! Say Happy Georgia Day! Happy Georgia Day! 1, 2, 3!
Is everybody glad to be here today? Yes, it's a great day in the city of Savannah. Let's all say that together on 3. 1, 2, 3. It's a great day in the city of Savannah. Amen. Amen, brother.
Speaking up for what's right. Helping out when things go wrong. Raising our voices alone or together. Not just breaking news, but breaking barriers. Fighting for victory on the battlefield and on the playing field. Seeing the world through new eyes and the earth from miles above. Redefining beauty, brains, and what it really means to be queen. Making ourselves heard on stage and on screen. Showing the way in Silicon Valley. And showing up for others wherever help is needed most. Not just making our mark, but making a difference. Now that's a job for a Girl Scout. Girl Scouts, preparing girls for a lifetime of leadership.
Welcome back to the stretch run of City Span. I'm Ken Slatz. Now keep it tuned to SGTV. We carry all your city council meetings live, both on Comcast Channel 8 and streaming on YouTube at City of Savannah. With a couple of hurricanes brushing our immediate coast in the past few years, we are clearly aware of the dangers of the sea rising and the flooding that comes with it. Georgia Tech Savannah campus is leading a project that the city and county are fully on board with. It's a chance to strategically improve our infrastructure over the long term and over the short term, our emergency response to a potential major hurricane.
So right now we do not have good localized data about where the water rises, especially in a storm event, especially when it's driven by wind. And what this is going to let us do is to know what's going on in neighborhoods throughout the town. So this is used to measure the water level as it goes up and down under the bridge. We want to see how close it gets to the bridge in a storm. Does the bridge get compromised? A sensor package with a processor and a radio on it. It has a connection to the ultrasonic sensor to measure the distance. This unit also has temperature and barometric pressure, so we can start to get some local weather data from these as well.
We need to make sure that both the city and the county are really knowledgeable about what is going on with our water levels, how it might impact especially lower income communities or communities that are and neighborhoods that are right along the water.
So the wood's going to be mounted to the concrete, and then we will directly attach the sea level rise sensor box to the wood. So that way, as we start changing technologies and those improve, or if we want to modify any of the sensors that are in here, because we've got barometric pressure, temperature, and the sea level rise sensor, we can add additional, but we may have to take this box off and put another one. So the wood allows us to change that out quickly.
Truly the motivation behind the whole project is to be able to provide the information that they need to know exactly which resources are the most vulnerable, which infrastructure needs to be addressed and planned for future events, to know where the impact is going to be, and then also address in the event, when we have a storm event, to know exactly where the problems might be.
Yeah, so this will help us with more emergency response in the immediate and also help inform our longer term strategic planning for infrastructure.
You can check out sea levels through these sensors online. Just go to savannahga.gov/sea level sensors.
Shifting gears a bit, Alderman Van Johnson continuing his climb at the National League of Cities, now serving as the chairman of the advisory board. Johnson most recently served as the vice chair of the NLC Advisory Council and completed a 4-year term on the NLC Board of Directors. He's only the 4th Savannian in the NLC's 94-year history to do so, and he's proud to represent our city.
It keeps Savannah at the table. Every time they say the name of Van Johnson, they have to say behind that, City of Savannah. So when we're at the White House, if we're in the halls of Congress, if we're putting together policy, if we're looking at issues of funding or funding opportunities, Savannah is still at the table. Right where these conversations are taking place, right, giving input, and I'm giving input from the place where I represent. And so Savannah is a part of that discussion.
Johnson will serve a 2-year term as the chairman of that council, advising the president and board of directors. And this just in, animals have invaded the rotunda of City Hall, or is it just in the abstract? Actually, it's a new exhibit titled Abstracts and Animals, on display through December of this year.
It's a really fun and bright and happy exhibit that features art quilts by Donna Stankiewicz and Jody Beth Wigton. There are 2 art quilters. One works in realism and very realistic subject matter. The other one does abstract and improvisational designs, so 2 very different types of artists, but they've come together to bring a very diverse exhibit and collection together. So we have Donna Stankiewicz pieces are looking at animals, and Jody Beth Wigton has done abstract designs that are extremely colorful and very interesting to look at, using a lot of different materials and shapes and sizes.
The Abstracts and Animals exhibit is open Monday through Friday, 8:15 to 5 in the Rotunda of City Hall. That's at 2 East Bay Street. If you'd like more information, call our Municipal Archives office, 651-6412, or do visit our website, savannahga.gov/municipal archives. So come check it out at City Hall. It is worth the time. All right, speaking of time, well, we're kind of out of it here on City Span. You can catch all the news up to date on our City of Savannah Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram pages. We are also on YouTube, streaming SGTV live all the time. Our website, savannahga.gov. So until next time, enjoy your city. And from all of us, thanks for making Savannah your home.